There we go. Then we can share with whoever. So yeah, we just wanted to take a couple minutes to share a little bit about our stories and what Plexus has done for us. I know for myself, I was like the epitome of a mom bee. So I would like, I had the kids and I wanted to do all these things with them, but I had absolutely no energy whatsoever. Um, I just, yeah, I mean, I just was a mess. So, Chrissy had been telling me about the importance of gut health, and I was, not too sure about it, but I kept seeing in her, I could clearly see these changes happening in her. And so eventually I was like, okay, asking her lots of questions and then started doing a lot of research and really discovering the importance of gut health. And now I'm really, really passionate about sharing it because I had absolutely no idea how important it is. And it has made such a huge, huge difference in my life. So from things like daily headaches and extreme fatigue, acne, lifelong anxiety, um, bloating, digestion, regularity problems, like just mood swings. It just goes on and on and on, all of these things. And I've been doing this about 20 months now. I'm just continually discovering all of these things that are just getting a little bit better over time. Um, and I'm just so passionate about it because it has made such a huge difference on my life. And so that is, just kind of the basics of seeing a huge difference in all of those areas and such a subtle change, just probiotics and giving my body things that it was missing and getting rid of all of those toxins that I didn't even realize were in there, and just how amazing that is. So that's a little bit about me.
So, Amanda, did you want to go and tell your testimony?
I can. I too, I think I was beyond mom bee last summer, not this last summer, but the summer before last, so the summer of 2016, I was heavily involved in a youth production of Beauty and the Beast, and I was really exhausted before then, but at the end of that, I thought something was wrong with me. I thought the only thing that kept me from thinking I had cancer was I still had all of my weight. I was extremely inflamed. I had lots of inflammation throughout my body. I was exhausted constantly. I was totally sugar and caffeine dependent. And even to the point I could drink a 20-ounce Dr. Pepper and lay down and go to bed. Like, didn't faze me. My adrenal fatigue was at an all-time low. I was in a really bad place health-wise. And I posted a can of Dr. Pepper on my Instagram feed. And Chrissy messaged me and was like, I can help you with this. And I kicked it around. I had to play with my budget a lot because we're a single income family. And I'm homeschooling and my husband works, and he had taken a job where he didn't make a lot of money, but we had him more, and it was most important to us. And so we played with the budget for a couple of months, and finally I ordered the triplex, which in the States is the Pink Drink, BioCleanse, and ProBio 5. And so I got it in the mail. My husband was like, oh my gosh, another one of these, because I had literally tried everything. And we were just so desperate for me to feel good again that I was willing to try one more product. And so I got the triplex, and I never really varied off of the initial dose load that they gave me. But within 5 days, I slept a solid 6 hours. And it was the first time I had slept 6 hours in 15 years. And from there, it just got better for me. And my inflammation went down. I didn't lose any weight for a year. I took a whole year and let my body heal. But at the end of that, when you take the time to really let your body heal and learn how your body functions, when your body's ready. At the end of that year, that was last summer, I knew I was ready to start exercise because I didn't really want to push my body. I had pushed it hard enough with being the mom of disabled twins, and I'd sleep deprived myself, and I had not been good to my body. And so I took that year and healed, and then I started exercising at the end of this summer. And so far, I've lost 20 pounds. That's using Plexus products and exercise. So I'm using the protein drinks. I'm using the Triplex still. I think I'll always be a Triplex user. I don't know that I'll ever deviate from that. But Plexus products have definitely changed my world. And the probiotic, hands down, they call the probiotic and the X Factor vitamin the sleeping pill. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. It changed my life. And for that, I will always be a Plexus ambassador, and I will always be a Plexus product user, because I don't know that my body could do what it needed to do without the help of the products.
Great.
Yeah, so I wanted to do a little bit of an overview of just the real basics when we do when we balance our system. And so I just have it written down here because the girl who shared this is smarter than me. So when you balance when your blood sugar is stable, then it improves your energy, your hormones stabilize, and your mood improves, and your sleep becomes much more restful. When your gut is healthy, your immune system improves, it gets a lot stronger. Your anxiety and sadness decreases, your brain fog disappears, and your skin starts to glow. Brain fog, again, that is something that I didn't mention that totally changed and disappeared for me as well. And then the systemic inflammation, when you reduce that in your body, your pain goes away, arthritis lessens, your body just doesn't experience that constant stress, and so you're able to prevent illness that way. And so these three areas are at the root cause of 99% of our common health problems today. And so the Plexus products address these three areas and help to stabilize those and get our bodies back to homeostasis. And that's why when our body is stabilized like that, our bodies are able to restore themselves. And so it isn't so much that the products are healing things for people, but it's that the products are balancing our bodies. And when our bodies are given what they need, then our bodies themselves are what are restoring themselves. And people are finding relief from so many health problems.
So true.
Yes.
So I'm just going to talk about the pink drink. So this is the Slim. This is in the triplex that Amanda was talking about. And we can order it here in Canada. It's Health Canada approved, which is amazing. And it's not a meal replacement, but everything that Catherine was just talking about is in this little stick. This is Mom Juice, Mom Fuel. It's like helps with balancing hormones for ladies who go through PMS. This is amazing. Simplest way to use it is you just open this little stick. I always liken it to like a Crystal Light package. You just open it up, dump it in a bottle of water, shake it up and drink, and you're done. And so I take it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, and it just helps control your sugar all day long. So you don't have those 3 o'clock dips. You know, most of the time you hit a 3 o'clock wall and you're like, oh, I need to eat something or I need to have a nap. That gets eliminated with this. And it helps support healthy glucose metabolism as well. So your body's actually using your blood sugar is balanced. So you're not having those cravings for things like chocolate, cakes, cookies, all those types of things. I know for me, when I first started, it sustained my energy. So I went from drinking a pot of coffee every single day. So that was 12 cups of coffee every single day, to drinking none. And that was within 7 days of starting this. And I didn't think I was ever going to get off my coffee addiction ever. So that's this little guy here, Lifesaver, Mom Fuel, beautiful little balance stick. Amanda, did you want to talk about one of the other products in the triplex, maybe BioCleanse? Or Catherine, that?
I have BioCleanse here.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is our BioCleanse, and basically what it is doing is it's providing oxygen and fluid into our bowels and really just helping improve regularity. And so when you're having the probiotics that are starting to pull out all the toxins out of our body, this little guy is helping get that out efficiently. So it has been really, really helpful for me. I didn't realize, or I didn't really ever think about what a problem I had my whole life until not having a problem. And it has just made the world of difference. And then this is Vital Biome here, and they're just little guy. Well, here, let's these guys here. And this, so I was using ProBio 5 on its own, and I absolutely loved it. It was making a big difference in my gut health. But then I added the Vital Biome again, which is a different probiotic strain. And it made such a difference for me in my anxiety. I've had lifelong anxiety, and it was really amazing to see the difference in that. And so that is just, so we have these little cards that share information about all the products. And so it's just promoting beneficial gut flora and reducing stress in our gastrointestinal discomfort, and just overall improving our gut health. And like we said, that is at the heart of so many of our problems. So it just makes a huge difference on our bodies. Jessica, are there any, like, do you have any specific questions that we can answer while you have us here?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's totally okay if you don't.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
Not to put you on the spot.
That's all right. I guess like I have to make a big diet change due to one of like the chronic conditions that I have, and it's pretty much cutting like everything out. Like would it be like, would this stuff also be beneficial? Like I don't know. It's hard for me because I'm also trying to stay away from products. Like, is it plant-based stuff? Like, is it like, I'm trying to stay away from kind of medications.
Right.
So,
Yeah, so all of the Plexus products are plant-based.
okay.
So you're not going to find chemicals or artificial sweeteners or artificial colors or anything like that in the products. I don't know what chronic condition you're dealing with, but I know I can touch on a thyroid condition that I have been diagnosed with, and it's an autoimmune disease. And this stuff has literally saved my life. I had no idea that I had this condition. I knew that there was something wrong. I went to the doctors. They continued to tell me, "Your mom, and so this is why you feel like this, and there's nothing we can do. Your thyroid levels check out." I ended up going to a naturopath who did the proper blood work, did a little bit more digging, and we found out that there was actually something that was going on. And she said that considering the fact that I had been probably misdiagnosed for at least 7 years,
Wow.
when I went to see her, I had already been on the products for about 9 months to a year. And she was like, okay, your levels are high, but they're nowhere where they should be if you've been misdiagnosed for 7 years. They're getting better. And so she continued to tell me, like, take the products because they're clearly helping, and I'm due to go back for more blood work to see where my levels are at. So they're GMO, they're non-GMO, they're mostly vegetarian. I know VE's has some green-lipped mussels in it, and so that's a seafood product. But that's mainly for the healthy fats, and this is a great anti-inflammatory. So if you have any inflammation, this is amazing. But yeah, everything is ethically sourced and has gone through rigorous clinical trials and like all of the ingredients.
Okay.
So does that help? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you. I've been considering going to a naturopath. I have like, because I've been passed around like doctor to doctor to doctor, and like I've been diagnosed with like 3 to 4 different things as of right now, and it's like, but I don't know how to fix them.
Right.
So it's kind of like I'm told what the name of it is, or like how to Band-Aid fix it, what kind of medication will temporarily cover it. But other than that, like they don't really give you much information. They do the tests they know how to do, and they kind of just tell you to deal with it, and you'll get used to it. So it's like, I've heard of a good naturopath that's in Napanee, which isn't too far. So I'm trying to go see her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's been really, really interesting seeing, much like Olivia's story, where a naturopath is going to look at things from a very different philosophy and understand the body very differently. And when you start to restore your body, it's really amazing what it can do for itself.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And this, I think we should mention that Plexus isn't used to diagnose or treat anything.
Yeah.
Right.
All the products are used to bring your body back into balance so your body can heal the way it should. I mean, our bodies were designed like amazingly well so that when it's given the right things, it will heal itself. But it needs to be given those right things. And for so long, our diets have been depleted. We've been pushed like pharmaceuticals for every ache, pain, headache, whatever. And all of those toxins and everything, our cells don't know how to get rid of it. So it just recycles itself within our bodies, and our bodies don't know what to do with it. So when you start to flush those out, it allows the body to really look at what's going on and say, oh, okay, well, we need to concentrate in this area, so let's do that. So that's what Plexus does. I don't want anybody to think that it's a miracle. I mean, I think it's a miracle, but you know.
And also worth touching on is the fact that we say minimum of 60 days for the products to really, for you to start visibly seeing a difference. For me, I got to sleep in the first 10 days, but before I really started feeling good again, it was 60 days. I was fortunate enough to hit that at about that 2-month mark, where my cell, it had worked its way through my body enough that it got into a cellular level and I started to really feel good. Some people, we have testimonies of people it's taken 8-9 months. And so our naturopath on our sideline team says for every year your body has been deficient or abused, it takes a month to heal it. So it's a process. And that's what we would like to tell people. It's just a process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think Jessica, we're more than happy to answer any questions that you have, and if not, we'll wrap up. We wanted to try to keep it short and sweet, but you do have us here, so if you want.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
why don't we wrap up? And yeah, thank you so much for joining us and for taking the time to hear us out. We really, really appreciate that. It's really always amazing to have the chance to share our stories and everything that we're learning. We really appreciate that.
Well, thank you for thinking of me.
It was nice to meet you.
You as well. Thank
Nice to see you again, Jessica.
you as well, Mallory.
Have a great night, ladies.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.